Hello and welcome to this Hana 1Q K-League 1 Round 10 clash between two heavyweights of Korean football, Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors and FC Seoul. I'm Paul Neat and joining me is Matthew Binns. Matthew, these are two heavyweights, but Seoul haven't been able to lay a glove on Jeonbuk for quite some time now. Seoul's last win, in fact, was against Jeonbuk was over back in 2017, but could that change today?
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, if there ever was a season for FC Seoul to bring a halt to Jeonbuk's recent dominance in this fixture, then it could be now. An uncharacteristically slow start from the champions had seen them fall as low as 11th at one point, but things have been turning around for the Green Warriors, winning their last three in the league and then going unbeaten in the recent AFC Champions League group stages. Still, tiredness could well be a factor for the champions, having spent a few weeks in Vietnam, and FC Seoul could look to take advantage, having barely been in action since the start of April.
Quite. Well, it is Children's Day in Korea, hence why there are games starting in the afternoons. A glorious sun-shining day in Jeonju, touching 30 degrees Celsius, barely a cloud in the sky. And it is the first Children's Day fixture in Jeonju for 9 years. That was, of course, this very fixture. But let's have a look at the teams. For Jeonbuk, Lee Bom-soo in goal, a back four of Kim Jin-soo, Choi Bok-young, Hong Jung-ho and Kim Moon-hwan. In midfield, Kim Jin-gyu and Ryu Jae-moon, the two anchors. And then across the top, Mado Barrow, Kang Sang-yoon and Han Kyo-won. And then up top is Stanislav Ilyachenko.
Manager Kim Sang-sik getting into the Children's Day spirit, it seems, by handing a professional debut to 17-year-old Kang Sang-yoon in central midfield. It's going to be interesting to see what he can offer in today's match.
Yeah, and see how long he lasts on the field as well. And here is the FC Seoul lineup. Yang Han-bin in goal with a back four of Lee Tae-sok, Lee Han-bom, Kang Sang-hee and Yoon Jong-gyu. Ki Sung-young is the DM. And then across the midfield, Na Sang-ho, Han Sung-gyu, Polosevic and Kwon Sung-yoon on the right-hand side. Up top is Park Dong-jin, returning for his first FC Seoul appearance since May 2020. He was, of course, with Gimcheon Sangmu for the best part of 2 years as part of his military service. But on the bench you'll see there number 96, Hwang In-bom. He's joined FC Seoul on loan from Rubin Kazan in Russia for a short period of time until the end of June. But it's no surprises in terms of the formations. 4-1-4-1 for FC Seoul. That's been used 76% of the time so far this season by Anik Soo. And Jeonbuk, of course, with a very familiar 4-3-3 formation.
Indeed. Kim Sang-sik has been preferring a central back three in the recent K-League matches, but has switched to a back four. And given the surprises in the squad today, it makes sense to have that experienced line to make sure Seoul don't catch them on the counter.
Indeed. All right, we are underway here now. One thing about FC Seoul manager is that he has opted to play more than the minimum one under 22 players. He's usually gone for 2 or 3. Quite a contrast from Kim Sang-sik, the Jeonbuk.
Yeah, certainly Kim Sang-sik built a bit of a reputation last season for playing younger players, the under 22 players, and removing them early in order to allow them to play the 5 substitutes throughout the match. It remains to be seen how long the new boy Kang Sang-yoon will last in today's match, but it's good to see fresh blood still getting some time on the pitch.
Indeed, yeah, and what a game to make your debut in as well against FC Seoul. Ball towards Na Sang-ho, too heavy. He wants it, you see there, wanted it more central on his right foot. Decent start to the season for him, 4 goals, but 3 of those have been penalties. Here's the ball in again from Barrow. Decent save there, second time from Yang Han-bin.
Han Kyo-won there with the rebound, straight at the keeper, unfortunately.
Yang Han-bin was on the bench for the FA Cup game that Seoul last played against Changwon, but came on in the last minute of extra time for the penalty shootout, saved the first one. But then two of Seoul's youngsters missed their penalties, Kim Shin-jin and Lee Han-bom. But here is Ilyachenko, has a shot across goal, and it is wide and no real danger. There is that old debate, isn't there? Is it going to be Gustavo? Is it going to be Ilyachenko that starts for Jeonbuk?
Yeah, both 2 goals in the league this season. Ilchenko with 2 in the Champions League as well recently. Gustavo with 1 himself. It just seemed to be on rotation all the time, Paul.
Yeah. And they both got 15 last year as well.
Finishing 3rd and 4th in the K-League 1's Golden Boot race.
There we go.
Kwon Sung-yun signing a semi-professional contract with Jeonbuk in March this year, signing from Yongsan High School. Apparently Kim Sang-sik had been watching the high school games and impressed particularly with his defensive and passing abilities. Not entirely sure why he's been played in an attacking midfield role, given that. He's had two starts for the B team so far as well.
Here's Jeonbuk on the attack with Han Kyo-won. The ball is cut out though very well by FC Seoul, and Lee Han-bom can get the ball clear in towards Polosevic. Gets a vital touch there, finds Park Dong-jin and goes down, and the referee deems that to be a foul. That's not the first time he's looked at that ankle, Park Dong-jin. Not sure if it's just a bit of theatrics or whether he generally is potentially hurt.
Didn't see much in it to me.
High risk, high reward, I suppose. You could look at it with these short passes with Ilyuchenko and co bearing down, and that is very dangerous, and that is very, very nearly a goal for Jeonbuk. Very, very dangerous, and it's the youngster as well.
Yeah, as you was just saying, Paul, dangerous play from Seoul there at the back, and inviting the pressure from Jeonbuk, and what a story that would have been for the youngster on Children's Day.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. This is confident, but very, very risky, and it's very, very close. Lee Bum-soo, of course, replacing his older brother as
Yes.
Jeonbuk's reserve goalkeeper.
Yeah, Lee Bum-young moving on in the winter transfer window, and Lee Bum-soo originally started out at Jeonbuk as well. Has come back and is going to challenge for the starting spot against regular starter Song Bong-kun, and he's done a good job so far. Made his first appearance for Jeonbuk in the Champions League a few games ago. He won the goalkeeper of the round for match day 1 and match day 2 in the AFC Champions League, keeping clean sheets in Sydney FC and Yokohama F. Marinos.
Yeah, in fact, his very first K-League appearance for Jeonbuk back in 2010, Kim Sang-sik played in the back 4 that afternoon. He, of course, is now the manager, but Hong Jung-ho is down injured.
Seoul certainly taking their time, playing passes backwards and just waiting for that opening to play that ball into Park Dong-jin, it seems.
Yeah. Well, it's still 0-0 here, and this has kind of gone the way that most games between these two teams have for the most part this season. Between them, just 4 goals scored in the first 30 minutes of matches. Most of Seoul's come in the last 15 minutes. Most of Jeonbuk's last 30. But here is Park Dong-jin with a strike and a good save from Lee Bum-soo. Not sure if it's a super save, if you're honest, but it's a good save. The first one has been really tested though.
Yeah, definitely a mistake here.
Yeah.
Ball play out from the back there by Jeonbuk, and
decent stop, and he keeps it at 0-0. Well, it is straight at him. Maybe he could have caught that. Who knows?
Jae Bo-kyung there with the pass out.
Yeah, his namesake Kim Bo-kyung on the bench. Recently joined the 30-30 club, I believe. 30 goals and 30 assists a few rounds ago.
Yeah, joined it after the game against Gangwon, but this is the first home game since that match, so
Might get presented with something.
Mm-hmm.
Corner from Na Sang-ho to be taken right-footed in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Lee Han-bom with the header, and it's just over the top. That was very close. But why was he unmarked? That would be the question that Jeonbuk could be asking themselves.
Not the first time they've left a player unmarked in the box as well today.
Manages to break free from the pack there.
But both Hong Jung-ho and Jae Bo-kyung there seem to be marking the same player.
Yeah, some confusion.
Probably just a precaution from Kim Sang-sik, and obviously Moon Sung-min. He's been one of Jeonbuk's better players this season.
He has, yeah, he has. He's been quite productive.
3 assists in the league so far, but he not yet to score in the league, but he scored twice in the Champions League. One of them a lovely curling effort against Vietnamese side Hwang An-chalai.
Yeah, last minute winner there.
I just think it sounds very unusual to hear the fans back in the stadium, Paul.
Really does.
It's first time. Jeonbuk obviously a massive Used to have a decent following to hear them in full voice.
Yeah, both teams have very passionate fan bases.
First time since 2019 we can finally hear the supporters singing once more.
Yeah, masks still must be worn, but singing and chanting is allowed. And both fans are in good voice. And here is Choi Young-uk. Tries to play in towards the centre, but it's cut out, and Seoul have a throw in. It's taken quickly in towards Choi Young-uk. He plays it in the centre. Choi Young-uk again. He goes down. Appeals from the crowd there, but it is the referee's not even interested in the slightest. Ilyuchenko shows good muscle, but it perhaps a bit too much over Kang Sang-hee, and it is a free kick, much to his confusion or dismay.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there was that much in it, Paul, for me.
Not really, no. Kim Jin-gyu can take this throw in now. Foul throw, definitely a foul throw. You don't see too many of those in a professional game, Matthew. Kim Sang-sik looks perplexed at that. I think he was looking the other way. He finds Kim Bo-kyung. He sends the ball in left-footed towards the centre. Mo Barrow's there. And at the back post, Kim Jin-soo with a header. And he knows it. He should have done much better with that. He has to have found the target there, surely, Matthew.
He really should have there, Paul. That was a brilliant cross in there from Kim Bo-kyung. Kim Jin-soo loses his man unmarked. He has to at least get it on target.
He's got to head that back across goal, surely. I'm not sure what corner he was looking for there, but it was just... That was a good chance. Very good chance for Jeonbuk. And Seoul get away with it.
I think FC Seoul can consider themselves slightly lucky again. Then once again, short passing around the back, not working out for them.
Yeah, you have to wonder, without Osmar there, who's injured, do they have the personnel to really be able to or the experience rather, to play those kind of passes? We have seen Key drop very deep. He does do that, but perhaps he wouldn't need to if Osmar was there in towards the centre. And it's towards the back post. It's free. Oh, it's a side netting. Kim Jin-gyu found himself free at the back post, but his tame effort, was it a cross, was it a shot on goal, we don't know, hits the side netting. Good flick on there by Ryu Jae-moon. Lovely flick on, in fact. But the shot hits the side netting, and Seoul will get away with it again. And Key can restart the attack for FC Seoul. Plosevic into Hwang In-bom. Back to Plosevic. A bit of space now for the Serbian to move forward. He has Na Sang-ho on his right hand side. Here he is. Ball in towards the middle. It's a header! Oh, good save! The first real chance for FC Seoul in this second half as we approach the hour mark. It's Park Dong-jin, but he's clutching his face. It's a children's day miracle. But on the bench, Seoul, the only other out-and-out striker they have is the youngster Kim Shin-jin. If they were to look to sort of keep the same shape and take Park Dong-jin off. He has had a decent game so far, though. But he hasn't played a lot. That's the thing. Will he have the fitness levels to be able to continue all the way through to the end of the 90 minutes? We shall see. We've seen that a lot this afternoon, Matthew. That kind of ball down towards Mo Barrow, who has the pace, he has the touch. But not on this occasion. The ball was just too heavy. Here's Hwang In-bom. A textbook Hwang In-bom pass to Plosevic, but the touch is too heavy. Na Sang-ho picks the ball up again, though, and Seoul can have another go. But that is the exact kind of ball that we usually see from Hwang In-bom. Excellent ball through to Plosevic. Yoon Jong-gyu cuts inside, left-footed shot on his weaker foot. He forces a decent save, but comfortable from Lee Bom-soo.
Great pass there by Hwang In-bom to Plosevic.
Superb, yeah. The touch from Plosevic just a bit too heavy. Perhaps didn't expect it. Corner in. It's a goal! 1-0! It is 1-0! Jeonbuk have taken the lead here, and it is Ryu Jae-moon with his first goal of the season, and only second in a Jeonbuk shirt. But you have to wonder who was marking him there. Good corner. At the near post, the glancing header. Oh, Yang Han-bin with a huge error there. He says he couldn't see, complaining that his sight was blocked. But he has to do better there. And Jeonbuk take the lead. Only his third appearance so far this season, but he's had a good game, and with a goal, it'd be hard for him to be dropped for the next match.
Yeah, he found himself in the pecking order behind Park Sung-ho for most of this season, but Park Sung-ho out injured today. So he was signed last season before Park arrived, and the idea Kim Sang-sik had was Ryu's distribution was going to be key to Jeonbuk. But yeah,
here we are. Yeah, with Jeonbuk's wealth of talent in the midfield area. In fact, both teams do really. Lots of midfield options.
Once again, it was that man, Modo Barrow, driving down. Well, it wasn't. It was Kim Jin-soo, but they played it through to Modo Barrow. Kim Jin-soo cutting into the penalty area. Modo Barrow looking to find his teammates. Min Sun-min nearly getting to it, but Ilyachenko with the shot from the edge of the area. Straight at the keeper, unfortunately.
The keeper would be happy to have got a good touch on that after his error just earlier for the goal. Perhaps confidence rebuilding, but there is another corner now for him to deal with. It'll be right-footed, an in-swinger, in towards the 6-yard box, but Yang Han-bin flaps it again. Here's Min Sun-min, but Seoul snatch it away. It is very close to him, but he has to do better there. You think he's an experienced goalkeeper, a usually very reliable goalkeeper as well, Yang Han-bin.
He's not had the best of starts to the half. Obviously, we saw a wayward pass as well, and we've seen him flap at it twice. He can really do with his defence, with his team taking the pressure off him for a bit and keeping the ball away for 5 minutes or so. Jeonbuk are wanting to swap things up front. They will have to look to bring on a youth goalkeeper to make all 5 substitutions.
That's right. Yeah, the under 22 rule is complicated and quite unique, but it is what they have to adhere to in K-League. Here is Min Sun-min driving forward. He has Barrow in support. He tries to find him. He does. Barrow plays back to Kim Jin-gyu with the luminous boots on. There was some overlap in the national team when Hwang In-bom broke through. Ki Sung-young had not quite retired yet.
You think that his short spell at Seoul here will benefit him with the experience that Ki can offer him?
I'm sure it will, yeah. He's had a great career, both at home and abroad. Hwang is a slightly different kind of player, but he does like to sort of find those intelligent passes from deep, like Ki has made a name for himself from doing over the years. Here he is now, heading into the last 10 minutes. Can FC Seoul find an equaliser, or will Jeonbuk put this game to bed?
Seems like Chae Chul-sun will be coming on to replace Ryu Jae-moon. Chae Chul-sun, a defender. He has played defensive midfield before, but I'd imagine him going into the back four and perhaps Park Jin-seop moving up to take Ryu Jae-moon's position.
Chae Chul-sun, heavily decorated football player. He's 9 K-League titles, 2 ACLs, 1 K-League 2 of course as well. He won the K-League 2 title many moons ago, and 1 FA Cup, heading for his own La Decima. If Jeonbuk win a title this year.
Yeah, he's a one club man by K-League standards. Obviously everybody has to go and do their military service unless they have the exemption, so he has obviously plied his trade at Sangmu at some point, and that's how he got his K-League 2 trophy. But yeah, he's a one club man.
And here we go, Matthew. The sub will happen. The goalkeeper is coming on.
Kim Jin-hong.
So Ibom-soo will go off.
Oh, probably
his clean sheet bonus intact. But Chae Chul-sun will come on at some point. But first, the goalkeepers are swapped. It's a lot of faith, though, that's been shown in the young goalkeeper, even with 10 minutes left or so, including time added on. The ball towards Ilyachenko too hard, and Seoul can regain possession.
Yeah, Jeonbuk seem to have dropped a little bit deeper now, probably to protect their younger keeper.
Absolutely. Chae Chul-sun, as you can see there, in the centre of midfield.
Famously played that position in the AFC Champions League final in 2016. Following one Omar Abdurrahman around the park for 180 minutes.
He still has flashbacks. But FC Seoul have a throw-in deep into Jeonbuk's half. Another long throw-in towards the end of 60. But it's equaliser! It's 1-1! Seoul have the equaliser. It's Park Dong-jin. His first start for FC Seoul since May 2020. And he gets the equaliser. Another long throw-in from the right-hand side from Yoon Jung-gyu. And this time, after many attempts beforehand, Park Dong-jin gets a header into the goal. It's 1-1 with the 90th approaching.
Well, we've been saying how much of a threat he'd been for FC Seoul during this match. He looked like he was going to cause some problems, and he finally has. Here
we go. The ball is flicked on by Ihan Bom. And then the final touch of Park Dong-jin, who just nods it into the far corner, right in front of the FC Seoul fans as well. Good flick on. Clearly something that's been worked on in training there with a man towards the near post, someone towards the far post or in the middle. But it's 1-1. Can either of these two teams now find a winner? And there is the final whistle. It ends 1-1. Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors 1, FC Seoul 1. Goals from Ryu Jae-moon and Park Dong-jin. It ends all square. And that is it from us for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are back this Sunday though, as FC Seoul take on Suwon FC. That one kicks off at 4:30. So we shall see you then.
고생하셨습니다.
감사합니다.
고생하셨습니다.
감사합니다.